So you want to paint the cinder block walls in your yard. Here's everything I wish I would have known before starting this project. Here in Arizona, these cinder block walls are pretty standard in between houses. Our builder didn't paint ours before we moved in, and to me, it's giving prison cell. So I picked up this paint sprayer that uses these DeWalt 20-volt batteries. However, if I could do it again, I would have got a paint sprayer that actually plugged into the wall, or even better, was attached to a real compressor. One of the things that made this project drag on so long was the fact that I only had 2 batteries and they would die so quickly. To make matters even worse, for the hours while I would set the gun down while the batteries were charging, the paint would crust over and dry into schmegma on the paint gun, and I would have to pull it off every single time that I picked the gun back up. So while I had originally envisioned this project taking a couple hours, it ended up going on for 2 weeks. As for paint, I used the bare masonry, stucco, and brick paint. However, it was super thick, so I did have to water it down to put in the paint sprayer, which I then read after I was a full can into this project that you're not supposed to do. Ultimately, it did seem to be fine either way, but maybe it just won't last 20 years now. It could have been because I watered it down, or maybe it was because I didn't prime the walls even though it said it was an all-in-one paint and primer, that I had to do so many coats to get it to look right. My yard's about 8,500 square feet, and in total, I used 5 cans of paint. Finally, if you're thinking of using a roller or a paintbrush, I found this to be even more difficult because no matter how much paint I loaded on my brush, it quickly got sucked up and wouldn't go into all the detailed texture of the brick. Finally, if you have a lot of plants in your yard, be careful not to back that ass up on a cactus. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Anyway, here's a reminder of where we started, and here is how everything turned out. I'm really pleased with the results, and I love DIYing things. However, if I'm being completely honest, this is a project that if I had to do it again, I would probably just hire for.